Right, well, since you were last here,
Knew I forgot something. New sump fitted.
I couldn't help myself put dry shaft on as well. So the engine is now bolted in and the gearbox is bolted in. So the next job I thought I'd do is, I think we'll put the alternator on first, because then we don't have to fight past the inlet manifold and stuff. And I'm just wondering to myself where I put the bolt for it. If I was good, I left it in it. But looking from here, it doesn't look like I have. But anyway, we're going to have a look. Where have I put that? I knew I should have been more careful when I took said car apart. Hang on a minute.
A few minutes later.
I don't think that's it, because that looks too long. I guess it'll do. Right, found a bolt, and we need a washer and a nut.
Much later.
So you know what it's like. You have stuff and you take it off something, you got to put it back on, and you think to yourself, somewhere along the way, there's a bag or a box. There's somewhere in here with all these gubbins in it, like all the nuts and bolts and things. It's annoying, that's what it is. But anyway, luckily, we found a bolt. Have I got a fan belt for this? Oh, I don't think I do. Probably a bit early to be worrying about putting fan belts and stuff on it. So now I need another bolt to go on there. I'll be back again, just one moment.
Several days later.
Looks like it'll do. So what I wanted was a bolt that looked like that. So it's got the big washer on it. So that goes up against the bracket. So we can bolt that on there. Right, so I'll just push that up there a little bit. Right, now we're going to put the inlet and the exhaust on. I've got some gaskets, some new old stock gaskets, which hopefully should just... That one's on there, this one. Yep, there we go. That didn't take long, did it? I don't normally put any sealant on these sorts of gaskets. So the reason we don't put stuff or gasket cement on some of these gaskets is because when the cars were made, originally, they didn't have sealant on them. So my thought has always been, if you know, and you pulled something apart before, and it never had a sealant on it, why would you put sealant on it? It's the same as Loctite, really. People that put Loctite on everything absolutely annoy the shit out of me, because the manufacturer never actually really meant for there to be crap loads of Loctite on stuff. So a guy gave me a whole bunch of stuff for 4K, and then it was this beautiful set of studs and brass nuts. So I thought, oh yeah, I have those. And so as you can see, that's my little exhaust manifold that I made. So I tried to style that off the flathead Ford V8s. They had a similar sort of a thing where it came out not quite the same, but I thought that would look really in part for what I was trying to design. And that piece of exhaust manifold's been made, I would have made that 8 years ago, I suppose. And that was made for the other chassis as well. So it fits this one. Obviously the exhaust comes off there and just pokes out the side. And because the floor comes in over here, so there's a big hump in the floor to clear the exhaust, which I think you'd probably find it'll be okay. If there's someone sitting there, they're going to get hot feet. Be cold in winter time. I mean hot in winter time. So that's that bit on. Now it's got to get this other bit on. So this is the rest of that kit. What's that for? No idea. It looks like that's off the Bedford. So we don't need these studs, obvious reasons, because we've already got studs in there. No, the grease caps that go on the front hubs. with this. So we'll put those back in the bag, and then we'll lose the bag, not be able to find them anymore. So what have we got? We need 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So there's 4 more, we've got 4 left. And I'm going to need, I think, some washers to go on there. And washers, that could take a while to find. It could take a while. So this thing goes some engine like that. And these air tubes, inlet tubes, they stick out the side of the car. Looks really cool. Just so that you know, I'll just put those on there to hold that while I go and find some washers. So just bear with me. Yeah, I remember making all that. Did I make a choke cable when I put all that together? Where does the choke cable go? Oh, on there. I don't remember that I did actually. I did actually make a choke cable. Not sure. So this engine is a genuine twin carb engine. It's not one that's just had twin carbs put on it. So apparently they have bigger valves, a high compression ratio, and go quite a bit better than the standard engine. So I'm going to go away now and find some washers. Now these engines are really, really simple. There's nothing hard in them to do. So 2 more washers and they go in up in there. This used to be a real trick when this engine was in the cars and you were doing head gaskets and stuff to get to these bolts. Because as you can see, they're well under the manifold. But in this application, piece of cake. And so when you're putting these on, don't just ream it out with the first one that you put on. Just do it gently all the way around, work out from the middle. Same as putting heads on cars and stuff, because it's no good doing it up tight on the outside and ending up with a bow in the middle that you can't get rid of. It's just one of those things they teach you. Well, they try to teach you when you're a young fella, when you're doing your apprenticeship. Oh yeah, those washers are working. You've got enough movement in them and crushing them to just hop over those ledges. Do you need to put some on those ones? No. Do you need ones on there? No, I don't think we probably will have to, but you know, I think I will, because then we'll stop chewing up the brass nut on the steel, because the steel's got a sharp edge on it. That looks good. It looks nice and solid already. So as you can see, I'm not putting, if you've listened to me before on some of my videos, I'm not putting spring washers on the exhaust. You never do that, because spring washers are made out of tempered steel, and the exhaust gets hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. And what that does over a period of time, it lessens the effectiveness of a spring washer, and you can actually get them, they lose all their strength, and then the nut will come off, which is not what you want. So you're just better just to do this, some flat washers, some good nuts on there. I mean, some people put never sees and stuff on them, but I just like to go with how it is and all that sort of drama. And of course, ages ago I repaired that thread and that thread in the head, and the same with the 2 on the back, because people before me had got really overzealous and had stripped the studs out of the head. That was a repair that I did long time. Oh look, we're making progress. Look at those on. Doesn't that look good? Right, so what are we going to do next? So I can, with all this stuff on here, I can put the body on, because the body only comes to here, basically. And then, I don't know if I'm going to run the front mud guards now or not, but so then there'll just be the grille shell and the bonnet. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to run mud guards on this. Technically I have to, but we're not going to get this car certified to appease all the people, because I figured out life's too short to be dicking around with LVVTA and all their rules and regulations. And most of it is, oh, the certified doesn't like it. Yeah, well, it's not up to the certified to decide the rules, it's up to people that make the rules. Anyway, that's me dribbling on again about stuff. So we've done that. We're making progress. Real good progress. The other thing I was kind of thinking would be quite good, dirty jeans again, would be to see if we could get this to go today. Because like I say, it hasn't gone, I don't know, let's say 14 years. I did turn it over a while ago. It was just a wee bit tight, but now it's turned over. So I've got electronic ignition to go into it, which is another job I have to do. Haven't done that yet. Or we could probably try and start it just on the point system. Oh, I've got to put where's the fuel line? Oh, I think I know where that box is, but it'll be in the car. The fuel line. I'll go and see if I can find that. You guys just stay there.
1 hour later.
So I go to swap meets quite a bit, and that's the Stealth ignition kit, and there's a coil over there. So as I was saying, I go to swap meets quite a bit, and you do pick up all sorts of stuff. And this thing, doesn't that look cool? See that? Doesn't that look absolutely wonderful? And I thought to myself, gee, that would look really good. Up here on the firewall is the fuel filter. What do you think? I reckon that is old classico stuff. Oh, like I haven't pulled it apart. I know it's got a switch on here so you can switch between those two. I think that's fuel in, and is it? I'm not sure. Fuel in and fuel out. So you can have two outlets. Or is it two outlets, two inlets and one outlet for reserve or whatever? I don't know. But when we get to be putting this on, I'll get that all nicely cleaned up and polished and stuff. And it'll look absolutely magic. I can just see that on the car. People will go, wow, where'd you get that from? So, Levin swap meet. Prick, didn't see it there. Because those in the know, especially if you're in the lower North Island of New Zealand, the Levin swap meet. Now, there's a few car swap meets around. Our club holds one. But the Levin swap meet, you can buy anything. You can buy pot plants, bric-a-brac, whatever people bring, you can buy. And there's also a lot of, I would say not hot rod stuff, but old car stuff. Not vintage car stuff, but just old car stuff. And stuff like, this is probably off a tractor or something, I don't know. But you walk away from there and you've got a little handful of stuff and you think, wow, that was a good 4 hours I spent there. That was mint. So, yeah, you pick up stuff like that. And I thought, that's cool on the Austin 7. Anyway, I've digressed, because what was I looking for? I was looking for, the fuel line. Oh, yeah, I'll be back. I'll go and put that where I won't break it.
1 week later.
Morning.
Morning, would you like to say hello to the people in YouTube land? See, they're over there on the cameras. Yeah.
Morning, YouTube land.
Yeah, this is my mate Phil. Well,
Oh,
I don't know if he's a mate, but this is old Phil.
yeah.
And he's got his shit stored
We
next
call
door.
him race car Phil, apparently.
Yeah, race car Phil, I don't
I'm
know
not
why.
quite sure why. He doesn't really deserve that title, but anyway.
Several days later.
Well, so here we are. Look, we're back again. Sorry about the interruption from Phil, but he's still dicking around here.
What? Oh,
Yeah, so fuel pipe for the twin carbs. Made that ages ago, and I did test it and it did work. So we're going to put that on now, which goes on there and then down to there. I found the gear lever, which is over there. So the gear lever over there. What else did we find? Oh, I found that. Plugged it into there. So I think we'll just carry on and we'll just keep finding bits and putting bits on. So that little bolt screws into that. Oh, it goes in there too. Oh. Spanner for that.
1 eternity later.
I spend my whole life looking for spanners. I guess since I'm working on this car, which is English really, I shouldn't have my Italian t-shirt on. I should have an English t-shirt on. What do you think, Phil? Does that sound right?
what's that, Richard?
If I'm working on an English car, I should have an English t-shirt on rather than an Italian t-shirt.
Oh, I suppose so.
Because I'm so used to working on
But is
Italian
it an
car.
English
Fix
car?
it again, Tony, you know?
Is it an English car or is it Japanese? I know it's a Japanese motor.
Yes, but
Japanese gearbox.
but it's English, Phil.
Japanese differential.
It's English.
There's it's an English body.
Yeah. So we have to forgive Phil because he likes MGs. And don't you, Phil?
I certainly do. Well, by mistake. So how's the Berkeley going, Richard?
Oh, what did you mention the Berkeley for, Phil? They don't know about the Berkeley yet.
Don't they know
People
about the
in-
Berkeley yet?
People in YouTube land don't know
They probably
anything.
don't know what a Berkeley is. Well,
Well, some of them
there's a
might
lot
know.
of it on YouTube.
I know. But no one ever gives you the nitty gritty.
It's the fine. No, they don't. They're fine, bespoke creatures. Those Berkeleys.
So I just noticed something which is irking me now. I haven't got those things orientated correctly.
Richard.
Those two hose clips. See, that one's that way and that one's that way. So I have to pull that off again and turn it round. Because it's annoying me. Right? It's annoying me.
It's annoying you.
Yes. It didn't take. As soon as I saw it, I thought to myself, God, that's going to annoy me. And what have I done with the screwdrivers?
We can't have Richard being irked. There's several screwdrivers around.
No, it had to be this one, because it could do that.
Yeah.
See, doesn't that fuel hose look really
It
neat?
looks immaculate, Richard. It looks like it might even work.
Well, one would hope so, to pull it off, turn that one around. Or shall we?
I'd turn this one around so that the thing's underneath it doesn't.
Well, no, you've got to have them orientated the same way, Phil.
Well, you do, Richard, but you can put that one underneath too.
See, so you can put that one like that, on
Well,
there.
I'd be inclined to have it that way.
No, I don't want it that way.
Well, then.
Phil, I don't want it. You're interrupting with my feng shui. And things have to be as they are, because otherwise, it's. Look, is that going to fit it? Oh, that's one of those ones.
This one of those ones.
No, yeah, some of
It's
them
a
don't.
difficult one.
Don't. I could put that one on there.
Now, speaking of MGs, Richard, I need you to install an electronic ignition on my red one.
On your red one, but I just did that on your green one.
And it runs so much better that we should have it on the red one as well. Well, I have, since I pay for it.
I'm putting this together, Phil, because I don't want to be pulling it apart again.
Oh, don't you?
No. Well, not this bit anyway. So that looks better, doesn't it?
Well, they look like
Rusty fuel
I'd
pipe.
be trying to hide the screw under the back, but then
Is that irking you now, is it?
no, it's not irking me.
Well, I'm quite happy with that now,
Well, that's excellent, Richard.
because I only have to appease myself.
Oh,
It's not about you or the people out there watching, it's about me. It's like, so long as I'm happy with it. There's a lot on this that I'm not happy with, but I'm trying to live with those issues.
well,
Mainly all this gubbins here and the gubbins down the back. But
so if it's a happy Richard, it's a happy car, is it?
yes, so we're saying that, so we've got, shall we put the muffler on?
Yeah.
Then you people would know what it's going to look like. Because once the body's on, you'll never see the muffler. Shall we do that? All right, we'll do that, shall we? We'll put the muffler on. So we'll grab this and we'll move this back over here.
I can bring the muffler over.
Oh, Phil's bringing the muffler over.
Look at this.
So here is the exhaust system. You might think to yourself, boy, that's not very big. It's not very big. And just realised I've got to find some new nuts, because I don't think wheel nuts will do. Can you use wheel nuts on a car? For other things?
So long as they hold it on, what's it mean?
And I haven't got a gasket for it.
Well, to start it today, you don't have to worry about it much, do you?
Well, they're both
It'll
machine
just suck
services,
in
Phil,
this.
so they shouldn't need a gasket.
No.
No.
You could put a bit of goo there in the meantime.
Well, no. I don't want to. Did I say that properly? I don't want to.
You're dropping things, Richard.
I know. So that nut goes in behind there. That's right.
You can put it the other way.
No, because then you can't, Phil, because there's only just enough room to do like that.
There's only just enough room.
Yeah, so the exhaust actually holds that nut.
So tell me, Richard, does this alternator produce current?
Not at the moment, Phil, because it hasn't got a belt on it, Phil. Now, what did you do with the other bolt for that, Phil?
Well, I think it's gone on a holiday to Japan to find its feng shui.
Okay, I'm starting to sound like those geezers I was watching last night on YouTube. There's these two guys doing this A60 pickup truck, a red one from England, and they just talked and talked and talked. They didn't do anything. Well, they did, but it took like 2 hours.
Oh, well.
The other bolt for that, yeah. I knew I should have done this first thing this morning, was got everything all in order, so I didn't have to go looking for stuff.
There's bolts up here, Richard, you could use.
But here I am, scrabbling around, looking for stuff again. We'll use this one, Phil.
Do you have any lines like this in stock? Brake hose lines?
I'm a motor garage, Phil, not a parts department.
Oh, but sometimes you have various bits and pieces.
And no, and they're not, and they're not all the same.
They're not all the same.
No.
We have a problem with my trailer, Richard.
Well, I know, we've discussed this previously.
And, oh, good
We're
Lord.
getting to sound like John Granger, another YouTube guy I watch.
Oh, we don't want that.
No,
It's
and
better if you turn it that way.
He's into CA Bedfords. in
CA
England.
benefits, is it?
Yeah, which is what that is. But people over in YouTube land don't really know about that yet,
Oh.
because that's probably going to be an upcoming video premiere soon, maybe.
So they don't know about the Berkeley. They
No.
don't know about the Bedford.
Well, what about the A40 Somerset? That's a beautiful car,
It is a beautiful car.
and it's
But
a barn.
there was a wash and polish.
It's a barn find car. So no, you don't wash it. because the little barn find dust off
find.
it. So I need to do that up. What do I need to do that up with?
So Richard, why do these turn? Why are they loose?
You see, the bonnet line, Phil, comes through about there, I think. And so the theory is no air filters to be run on this car.
No air filters?
No air filters. So these are going to be just swished back just a tad like that. And I just think it's...
Until you put the body on, you won't know just exactly how far a tad is.
No, so, I mean, you could even, if you really wanted to, put them like that, have air, ram air. But then you get all the bugs and stuff.
Yeah. Well, a couple of nice round race air filters at the end would go well there.
No, Phil, no.
No?
No, no. That's not the look we're going for.
It's not the look you're going
No,
for?
Phil.
What look are you going for?
Goodness sake, Phil. I'm going to go and find a spanner to do...
That's a good idea.
To do them. You just talk to yourself.
So there we are.
A few minutes later.
So when's Mary back, Phil?
Oh, not for a while. In fact, she's going to go and stay in Auckland when she gets back, looking with the grandchildren. Did you not get the correct
No,
one?
it's the correct one, but it's too fat.
1 hour later.
So all these people that we're watching...
No, if this was British, it would be Imperial. Why are we not using Imperial?
Because we've got lots of metric, Phil.
You've got lots of metric.
It's got, dare I say it does actually have Whitworth.
Whitworth?
Yes.
Whitworth. Well, yes, it would have done if it was an Austin 7 originally.
So there we go. The exhaust obviously needs a hanger at the back,
It does.
which will probably come off
Or a support.
the body,
Well,
maybe.
we'll have to. Off the body. Oh, I see.
So this is
Hanger.
this is where the passenger's feet are, about here. Because when you're sitting in the car, you're looking at the back windows, basically, side windows.
Richard, is that gearbox? Is that gear stick attached?
No, Phil. I found it in the back of the car, but it's filthy, Phil. So I've got to go and wash it.
So it fits under that rag then, does it?
If we take the rag off, it fits there,
Oh,
like so.
that looks better, doesn't it, without the rag there?
Gee, thanks for that, Phil.
You could put a hanger off the chassis there to hold that exhaust, you know.
Yeah, but it's on its side. You want it being hung in suspension, not off the side. Because off the side they don't do anything. It just stops it moving sideways.
Well, you can, but you could put a U shape over the top of it or something. Look, there's a mount there from which you could do it.
That one there,
Yeah.
that's the body mount.
Well, it can serve two purposes.
Same as that one.
It can serve two purposes, can't it?
And I was just thinking-
using the body mount, that's going to make a bit of a problem there, isn't it? Getting the body on there.
I was just thinking to myself, I think you got to take the exhaust off to put the body on, because that goes
That might
through
be
the
why
hole.
the exhaust was off there. Yes,
It's on there now, Phil.
it's on there now.
Yeah.
Well, should we be getting on, or should you be getting on with the next little job?
We were going to do the electronic ignition conversion.
No, that's on my car.
No, we're doing it on this too.
You're doing it on this?
Yeah, see, look, I've already showed the people in YouTube land. See, we've got that.
Oh, that's very... Would that fit my car?
No, because this is for this distributor, which is different to your distributor. And I just looked in that box of bits today, because that's broken. See?
Well, that's lucky.
See, that's broken.
That's
And
lucky
I was
you-
given a big box of bits many years ago, because a guy bought a Toyota Corolla, I think it was, and he had all his bits, sold the car and kept the bits. And he gave the bits to me.
Well, that's
So
very good.
we've got to take all those gubbins out of there
Yes.
and put
And
those gubbins in there.
So have you got a new...
Rotor?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a couple in the box.
In the box.
And there's new distributor cap. Have I got leads? I've got these leads somewhere for this.
Well, we hope so, because we're planning to start it today.
I even bought...
Difficult to start without the leads, Richard.
No.
They might help.
I even bought with me petrol, because I don't have any petrol here. So if we move this away, if we get that to there, nice and close, and do that, get that down a bit.
With those odd-looking hose clamps on there.
Oh, go away. But anyway, we'll just leave it
So,
running.
now what about the radiator, Richard? What are you doing for
Oh,
the radiator?
the radiator is sitting over there in the back of the car. It's got no mounts yet.
There's no mounts.
No.
How will we run the car without a radiator?
You're jumping the gun again, Phil,
I was jumping in.
because shit's not ready.
Well, we installed radiators and cooling stuff in a BMW yesterday, Richard.
Well, that's fine, Phil. I should probably need some light on there because that's a bit. And I think the light in my torch is over here.
Well, it's not essential to have light, but it always helps.
I'll go and put a new battery in there.
My rod should be here shortly.